Do you ever feel like you are incapable of living your life in the way that you want to be? Maybe you have certain goals and you've done all the research, you've done all the planning, you know exactly what habits you need, what routines you need, and the lifestyle you need to live in order to achieve those goals. But no matter how much you plan, no matter how motivated you feel like you are, you still don't show up and you still fail to live that lifestyle that you so badly want to have. I've definitely felt this way many, many times. And a while back, I brought it up with my therapist. And I explained to him that I was feeling a lot of frustration with myself because no matter how badly I wanted to do something and felt like it was the right thing for me to be doing, I just couldn't get there. Like I couldn't show up in the moment. It was like, at night I would have all these big plans and know exactly what I needed to do to make the next day so good. And then the morning would come and I would not follow through on any of it. And he wasn't surprised by the topic because it's something that a lot of people deal with. But the reason why it baffled me for so long was because I wasn't unmotivated. And I genuinely don't lack discipline. In other areas of my life, I have the discipline necessary to reach goals and to achieve what I want to. But when it comes to certain lifestyle changes, I just felt like something was off. Like the motivation was there, the planning was there, I understood the steps to take, but every single time I could not meet the moment. And so what he did was he started asking me about my motivators. And he explained that a likely cause of this issue is that my motivators, especially the ones that I'm leaning on the most, are not heavy enough to actually get me out of bed in the morning. So the habit that I talked to him about specifically was waking up early and going to the gym. This is a relatively common habit that people have, and it's pretty common for people to want to take this on as part of their lifestyle. For me, what I did was I looked at all of the people that I admire, the people that have achieved the things that I want to achieve, and I looked for the common denominators. What were they all doing that I wasn't, that I need to add into my life? And one of them is they all take part in movement early in the day. And that kind of differs on the person, but that was one of the common denominators. And for me, for a few years now, I have always kind of been a midday workout person. I thought that this was optimal, but I've learned a lot about myself, and I know that if I don't rein myself in, I will stay up until 1 or 2 in the morning. I will wake up late, and that results in me having a less than optimal day. I know that in order for me to have an optimal day, I need to be up early. I like mornings, and I want to get certain things done before my day starts. So I wasn't lacking motivation for this. I had my reasons. And so when he pressed me on my reasons, I started to explain them. And that's when he started to call out that these reasons weren't heavy enough. So one of them being, I want to live a long and healthy life. That is a great motivator, and I think it is a motivator that a lot of us hold. The reality is, I'm not going to reap the reward of my work in pursuit of that goal for a while. I'm still young. I'm not going to get to enjoy that health and that longevity for a while. Now, I can enjoy good health now, obviously, but it was just too far out and it was a bit too vague. It wasn't anything I could sink my teeth into. Another reason that I didn't really realize that I had, but I think it plays a role for a lot of us, is I just feel like I need to. I see other people doing it. I know it's a good thing. I know that I want it, so I just feel like I need to. And again, it's vague. It has no weight. And so whenever my alarm is going off and it's 5:30 in the morning, is that really going to get me out of bed? So we kept walking through my whys, and it really made me think further into what motivates me. And we went beyond these deeper values-based reasons to reasons that I perceive to be more selfish. So it was things like, I want to look better. I want people to see me doing this thing. I want to be that type of person. And my therapist actually suggested that those be the reason. They shouldn't be the reason forever, but those have more weight. They have more immediate reward. Because if you wake up in the morning and you go and you hit the gym early, you're immediately that person. You are immediately taking on that lifestyle. So it is much more direct and it's much more short term. So that is the reframing, right? It is looking at your whys, digging deeper, maybe finding the whys that you haven't really considered, and taking whatever can hold the most weight and maybe your least motivated moments and choosing that to be your why. And then once you build a habit and once you build it into your routine and really adopt it into your lifestyle, then you don't need to lean on that. And then you can return back to some of those more value-based motivators. So that was my example, but let's talk about something else. Maybe you're someone who wants to start reading more, and it's something you've been saying to yourself for a long time. Maybe you want to be well-read, and you want that to be a part of your lifestyle, and you're motivated to do it, but every time it comes to picking up a book or building that into your day, maybe you opt to scroll on your phone, watch TV, go to sleep, do something else. Think about what is motivating you. Are you telling yourself that you want to be well-read? Okay, it's going to take a while to get there if you haven't been working on it already. So again, that is a long-term, kind of vague goal. It might be much more powerful for you to lean into the why of like wanting to just be a reader. Because as soon as you start doing that, you can say, I am a reader. If you want to be known as being a reader, that might feel very self-involved. It might feel like almost performative in a way. But if leaning into a motivator like that, if leaning into the performance gets you to actually do the thing, number one, then it's not a performance. And number two, it's worthwhile because it's getting you there. It's whatever it takes to get you to take action. And that is what's really been transformative for me personally, because I feel like our whys always need to feel very good, very righteous, very correct. Like I am doing this for the right reasons. And sometimes it just doesn't matter what gets you there, because what truly matters is the action you're taking. Are you waking up early? Are you painting? Are you writing? Are you reading? Are you caring for yourself? All of those are good things. If you start doing more skincare because you care about your looks, it's okay to say my motivator is my looks. I want my skin to be clearer so people look at me and think that I look better. That is okay because it's getting you to take that positive action. So if there is a habit, a routine, aspects of a lifestyle, or maybe an entire lifestyle that you know aligns with you, you know it aligns with who you are and your values and your goals, and you struggle to take those final steps and actually do it, I encourage you to dig into your whys and let them fly. Let yourself be open and honest about what your strongest motivators are, and remind yourself that it is human, it is completely normal, and it is okay to have motivators that have to do with the perception of other people. It is completely normal and it is okay, because again, what matters is building the habit and adopting that lifestyle that you know is so right for you.